Ohio, everyone. Good morning. Today I'm going to be showing a desk video off. Let's see what it looks like. And this is the finished product. So this video is going to go through building it. If you order the same desk, I will put it in the description. Not sure if it's in other countries besides Japan, but if you have the same desk or if you're looking to get a new one and want to get the same one as me, well, this video will go through how to build it. So first off, step one, I'm going to have to get these bars together. And so you just want to make sure they're facing the right way. Make sure you use the A screws and you're just going to tighten it. Don't tighten it too much though, just so that's firm enough. You don't want to be breaking it or something. Just make sure it's tight. Next step, we're going to put the feet on. So you're going to need these C screws. All of them will go on to the feet. There should be 8 of them. And your little trick I did is just put the screws in first and then just place them on top. That way you don't have to play, find where the holes match up and stuff. Make sure when you align things to do things opposite from each other so that you can align them properly. So do the screws that are kind of diagonally across from each other first. But, you can do it any way you want. This is just the way I do it. Let me know if you do it some way different in the comments or anything like that. Now these bars are a bit tricky from the picture to look at, but and you're going to use A screws again. But you can take a look here, and it should take 2 on each side. You're going to hold it like this so that the kind of bottom bar is against the side of the leg here, and then up top you're going to have 2 holes looking at you, or 4 holes, but yeah, so you're just going to put it in there. Again, I put the screws in first, then just put it on and tighten it on there with my fingers, and then get the Allen key and just check that it's tight in there. So you can see this is what it looks like. There we go. Yeah, tighten it with the Allen key. Then you're good for step 3 there. On to the next step. You can just see what it should look like. So yeah, you can see it's like this. And the plate's against the legs. So next what we're going to do is we're going to add the basically mechanism that adjusts the desk size up and down. So what you're going to do is you're going to undo this little middle part, and it's going to let this silver part come out a bit, and you're just going to kind of place it into this side. That's what I did first, and then you can just kind of undo this to the other side. In the manual it tells you to make sure that the feet are the same size, but it's like I didn't adjust anything you can measure it like I did here. Just make sure it's like around the same size going on. You don't want one leg bigger than the other one when you do this. So then you're just going to put this in. There's a little kind of metal piece on the side, so it should go all the way until you can't do it anymore. I'm going to tighten up this middle part again, just to make sure it's all good there. On to the next step, pretty much. We're all good here for these 2 steps. Yep, this step's done too, so next we're going to have to build the desk part. We're going to get these little wood pieces, and it's going to connect the 2 sides of the desk. Make sure you have your inspector cat with you to check all your pieces here. 10 here is my assistant who made sure everything's going smoothly and kept an eye on the work site for me. So thank you, 10 foreman. So make sure when you put the desk together that you have these holes on the side facing you, basically. You don't want them to be different and stuff like that. This is because I'm going to be screwing the rest of the desk onto it later. So what I did is I put these wood pieces into one side all the way. Then I got the other side going and just kind of hit the top, hit the bottom, hit the top, hit the bottom. Get it all together nice and good. And you should be good for that part. Next, you're going to have to put the feet upside down onto it. So it should look like this. I'm also going over uh, this little part, so it shouldn't look like that when you do it, but it should be more like fit smoothly when you put the pieces in. So make sure you got these little hooks or whatever, and it should be flat on top, but it goes on the inside. Next, you're going to need a screwdriver to it. It tells you to use a power screwdriver, but since I got the wood one, I want to be, I don't want to drill too far deep into there, so I prefer the manual. But do things how you like. There's also other materials that are probably more like plastic and stuff like that, so just be careful when you tighten things up. Don't do it too far. You can probably chip the desk and stuff like that. But another tip is just to make sure you have all these screws in here. You're going to use, I believe, these ones that kind of have a flathead top around it, or like a washer around it. Yeah, there's kind of two types of screws you should have left, so make sure it's the ones that kind of have that washer on it. And you're just going to, again, tighten things up diagonally, do like the top from the left leg, then the top from the bottom leg, that sort of thing. So here's the screw difference. These D-type screws are going to be used for putting in the hooks. That's the only thing they're used for, so make sure you don't use the other screws for the other thing. But yeah, that's the difference you can see. So there should be 4 on each side, and this is going to put the hooks on. So this is also for the main controller. The last 2 of the other screws will be used for the control panel. So you can see here, tighten it all up, good to go. Next, we're going to put the control panel on. These are your last 2 screws with the little washer on it. And you can see it fits in perfectly there. So yeah, you're just going to screw on this little control panel, and then we just have to do a little bit of the wire management setup, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So yeah, controller's all good to go. Power should be on the same side as the controller too, that little kind of power thing that you see on one of the legs. It's just has a bit more stuff than the other one, so make sure that's aligned on the same side. So I'm just plugging it in right now, because now we're going to do the cable management part. There's one part left, and these things just kind of manage your cable. So you can see they go kind of right under kind of the foot here, the left side. So if you wanted to do it like the picture, do it like this, but I preferred to do it another way, so that the cables are also tied up near the controller, just because I prefer that way. Personally, I think you can do it whichever way that works with you. If you want to do it exactly like the picture, you can do it like that, but I'll show you kind of what I did. So this is me just plugging in the other side. So there you go. And see, here's one part that I just put up there. But then I thought I'm going to put it down here, because I want this to be kind of nice and clean down here. And there's already one over there, so I don't really see the point in putting 2. So I'm going to put it down here, and you can see, yeah, I like that a bit better, just so everything's a little bit organized there. But yeah, that should be it. You're just going to pretty much flip the desk upside down and then plug it in. It's going to give you kind of 3 different presets, plus you can adjust the desk size. So yeah, I'll just need my chair and monitor now, and I'll be fully set up to be in my office here, temporary office. I'm thinking of getting a green screen too, so let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing some cool background footage sometimes. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, doing all that jazz. You guys are awesome. I hope to see you in the next video, when maybe I'll set up my phone or show off some other things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in every time and checking out my videos, interacting, and helping us grow. Keep it up. Stay awesome.